All righty. Fantastic day, everybody. It's Leo Robles here. Another amazing week that we got going on. Welcome to the weekly market update and power up. I'm super excited today. It is Monday, the 19th, and we're a couple of days away from this month being over. Can you believe it? And we're going to be stepping into November and December. 2 more months, guys, 2 more months. So you definitely want to, right now is the way I see this last quarter, this is the championship round. You know, right now you could choose to throw in the towel, you could choose to elevate your game, you can choose to put in your systems, you can choose to intensify what you're doing, or you can take a break, you can chill out, you can kind of fall into the trap of, you know what, people are not going to buy now. And I will tell you that whatever you intend on a daily basis is the results you're going to create. It doesn't matter what month it is, what day it is, what time it is. The time to be successful is when you choose to be successful. So welcome to the weekly market update. Once again, my intention is to empower you to be inspired and resourceful to be the greatest benefit to everyone. And that is the intention. And now I'm going to start off with a very powerful talk that I've created for you. And it's all about energy. Energy is the key to more business. And why do I say that? I mean, over the weekend, I actually had the opportunity to host 2 properties open, not an open house, but just a showing appointments, because I dropped 2 listings on the market and I knew that they were going to get a ton of activity and I was going to have to schedule all this stuff. And what I did is that I just literally made a 1-day showing. I had 1 listing. I said, look, you know what, from 10 to 5, Saturday is going to be open. And then the next listing, Sunday, I'm going to be there from 10 to 5. So I was there for 7 hours for each day. But what happened? I had a ton of offers and a ton of activity in 1 day. And today I'm negotiating offers to open escrow on both of those properties. So why I'm talking about energy is because at one property in particular, I had over 55 people show up to that one open house. And you can tell right away, you know, who is, you know, the sharp, the professional agents, who you can tell right away, you can differentiate. And it really comes down to energy, because when they had an opportunity, I was at the door greeting everybody and I was letting in 1 family at a time. And when I was at the door, you know, I had an opportunity to connect. So you could tell that the really professional, sharp agents, they start to talk to you. They want to build rapport. They want to ask you questions. They want to be friendly. You know, they want to get on your side to be able to, hey, you know what, remember me. You know, my name is so-and-so. Like, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and prepare this. You know, they're already prepping me. And if you know something about real estate, it's all about being top of mind. If I'm going to meet with 55 people and, you know, only 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 of them really stood out energetically, and then I get their offer, and then I get in a follow-up, and then I get a phone call, and then that's going to make their offer go all the way to the top. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not getting the results that you want to get, I understand it's competitive out there. I understand it's not like, you know, a super easy to get your offers accepted. But I want you to look at the process that you've developed for yourself, because how is your energy? Check yourself. Are you showing up and are you talking to people like that? Because if you're talking to the listing agent like that, I could only imagine how you're talking to your clients. And that's the same kind of energy. I mean, some agents were standing there and they're like, you know what? Oh my God, you're going to get a ton of offers. And then automatically the morale of that agent is dropping. And then next thing you know, I see their clients and they're like dropping energy. So your energy directly impacts your customers. If you're not inspired, if you're not energetic, if they don't trust that you can get the job done, they're going to go hire someone else with the energy that's going to get it done. You know, if you see someone else that's going to come up and you say, hey, what's up? Good morning, man. Hey, thank you so much for the opportunity to meet me, to be here today. Here are my customers. They're, you know, they love the pictures. We're super excited to see the house. You know what? These guys been looking for some time. I really, really would love the opportunity to work with you. I know you have a lot of families to work with my customers. Oh my God, if you get us an escrow, I'm telling you, these guys, you know, we're gonna go ahead and fulfill on the contract. We're gonna be super easy to work with, you know. So just give us an opportunity. Hey, by the way, here's my business card. This is my name. Please remember me. Blah blah blah. Right? Versus, you know, so stepping up to it and like, hey, oh hi, here's my card. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Boom. You just wasted all the time right there. You're just kind of standing there. You got 2 minutes with the person that's going to make a decision to take your offer. And if you don't use those 2 minutes to your advantage and to your customer's advantage, you're being a disservice to your customer, right? So you want to elevate your game. You want to elevate your standard, and you want to bring that energy. And you get paid a lot of money to do what you do. You get paid a lot of commissions to do what you do. It's your responsibility to train and develop yourself. It's your responsibility to be able to deliver the best customer service to your customers. But if you're not investing in yourself, if you're not pouring into yourself, you're not going to be doing a service to your customer at the highest level. I also saw some individuals that, weren't necessarily trying to build rapport with me, but more than anything, were like, they were kind of like just passive about it. They weren't the nicest. So if you already have that kind of personality, what makes you think that you're going to get in through the door? Like I mentioned, energy is everything. If you want to get things done, amplify your energy. If you want to when you amplify your energy, what's going to happen is that your customers are going to be inspired. They're going to be like, oh my God, this guy's intense. I want to work with somebody like that. I'm excited, right? Because even if you don't get your offer accepted, they understand that you're giving it your all. People know when you're giving it your all. The only reason why a customer would leave working with you is because they understand that you're not giving it your all. If you're giving it your absolute all and your clients are able to see that energy in you, they will be patient with you and the process, because they're inspired that they know they got somebody on their corner that's going to go to bat for them to get these things done. But if they understand, they're like, you know what, this guy's kind of passive. He barely calls me. They're like, it's just, man, he's not making it happen. And then you see a couple of other agents and the energy's through the roof. We're like, wait, what is that person saying? Because everybody had the opportunity to also listen into what the other people were saying. So I'm telling you, energy is everything. How do you harness energy? Well, you got to sleep. You got to first sleep, because the one thing that I think a lot of people miss is the fact that they got to sleep. You got to sleep a good, 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever your body needs, right? Because some people are different. Some people only need 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is that you need. Make sure you nurture yourself by sleeping, and also nurture your body with the right nutrients, and make sure you drink a lot of water. Those are the basics: water and food, but good nutritious foods and water. Those are going to be another thing. And then get up in the morning and be inspired about a goal, because if you're not inspired every single day, what makes you think that you're going to make it through the day? And we only have so much energy, right? We have a battery that we get to use, and we got to use that energy use that energy to create what we want, not to destroy, because a lot of the times we use our energy arguing, doing, just stupid things that don't serve you and your dreams. And now you just drained your battery, and now you don't got energy to go and do what you really want to do, right? So you got to be specific on what it is you want to create. So you want to make sure you get it out. You got to get up an hour earlier than you're accustomed to, because if you are stepping into your day with a bunch of demands and you don't have the time to nurture yourself, and you don't have the time to, have your mind process your ideas and your emotions, and you didn't have the time to, get your sip of coffee and then maybe go for a little walk and get your shower and then, ease into the office and then, I'm ready to go. It's how you prepare yourself, and even how you prepare the day prior. You don't want to prepare for your day the day of. You want to make sure that you're sitting down a day before and you're saying, what am I going to create tomorrow? You know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to get up at this time. I'm going to write out what I want to do. I'm going to work with this person. I'm going to open this escrow. I'm going to attract the listing. I'm going to attract the buyer. I'm going to do this. Every single 15 minutes is documented. Are you being intentional? Are you a professional? Are you in it for the long term? Are you just doing this temporarily? Because guess what? The market's competitive. And if you don't upgrade your game now, the market will continue to intensify, and then it'll shift. Right now, quote unquote, it is easy because everybody wants to buy. What's going to happen when people's morale starts to drop and say, you know what, I don't want to really buy right now. I want to phase out the market. If your energy is not on point, you're going to phase out of the business as well. You want to keep yourself in the business. The market doesn't dictate your success. You dictate your success. So you want to make sure that you show up every single day with energy, right? I've been doing this for 16 years, and I've only been here for 16 years because I'm able to keep that consistent. And trust me, there's been ups and downs in the industry. There's been ups and downs in my career. There's been ups and downs with a lot of different things in my life. And I choose to keep my energy moving forward and keep choosing to magnify and intensify and manifest my dream, right? I'm not going to manifest, what I don't want, which most people spend their energy, their life force energy, focusing on what they didn't do. Don't do that. Focus on what you want to create. Use that energy for what you want to create. You are a creator. Don't forget that. Okay. That's basically the conversation I have for you today. Now I'm going to be stepping into numbers. That way you understand what's happening with the marketplace, right? Because if you got goals and you got dreams and, you might also fall into the trap. Well, is there enough business? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. So here's a weekly market update. This is what happened here in our 5 counties. I did LA, San Bernardino, Orange County, Riverside, and San Diego. Currently, we have 11,000 homes available in Los Angeles, 2,600 homes available in San Bernardino, 4,100 in Orange County, and 4,300 in Riverside. We have 11,000 in escrow in LA, 4,700 in escrow in San Bernardino, 4,300 in Orange, and 6,100 in Riverside. What closed in 1 week, 7 days? 1,166 homes in LA, 1.1 billion in real estate. San Bernardino, you got 483 homes, 212 million in real estate. Orange County, 661 homes, 694 million in volume. Riverside, 723 homes, 376 million in volume. Now we got San Diego, we got 4,000 homes available, we got 5,000 in escrow, 609 closed in 1 week, and 498 million in volume. So what happened in our 5 counties? Well, we got 2.9 billion closed in 1 week, 3,600 homes sold, closed, people got paid, people got keys in 1 week. Over 25,000 homes are available right now in the marketplace. That's been a consistent average for months. And we have over 29,000 homes in escrow. Average days on the market is 29 days. So is there business? Yes. That's the answer, right? That means that you can get out there and make it happen. So now I'm going to go ahead and step into what happened with expireds. We had 391 homes expire off the market last week, believe it or not. That is pretty surprising because the market is amazing right now. I mean, honestly, if people are expiring off the market, it's literally because they're missing the mark. It's like you got to price your property to attract clients, And I think it might be a combination of maybe somebody's unrealistic, maybe somebody's not educating the customers correctly, who knows? But you as a professional, get out there and contact these 391 people, because if you're able to price it correctly, put it on the market, you can get their home under contract in 2 days. You list it, you market it for a day, you open it up 1 day and under contract the next day, literally, or 3 days, whatever it is. But literally, that's how fast it could happen, right? So these guys need your help. Foreclosures, all the numbers are down across all 5 counties. You see Riverside, San Bernardino, LA, Orange County. We got the pre-foreclosures. We got 317 in San Diego, 345 in Orange, 1,100 in LA, and we got 313 in San Bernardino, 349 in Riverside. So we have 46 scheduled to sell at auction. This doesn't mean that they're going to sell, but they're scheduled. We got 46 in San Diego, 48 in Orange, 281 in LA, 51 in San Bernardino, and 55 in Riverside County. So what I want you to do is to focus on these things, because these are going to be the things that are going to be, dictating if we're going to be going up or down in the marketplace. We see all the numbers, in foreclosures down right now, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be like that forever. I'm doing this on a weekly basis. So when you start to see these numbers increase, that means that you got to brace yourself. You got to understand that the market might have a shift. Right now, there is no signs of that, especially because all the foreclosures are being postponed. People are working with, banks, but there is a lot of people that are still in trouble. So these 300, 1,000 families that are in pre-foreclosure, guess what? They need help from a professional like yourself that can help them to understand their options. Most people have equity, so why not put their property on the market and help them to sell it? Maybe they don't have equity. Well, help them to short sell it. Well, maybe they don't want to short sell. We'll help them to modify. You want to come from a place of contribution and help these customers. If you help them, they will refer you business, right? You got to be in this business for the right reasons. The right reason is to serve people, help people, get them to get to their goals. If you focus on other people, guess what? Your money's going to be right. But if you focus on your money, then your money is going to be, not here. And it's not going to be right exactly what you want because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on serving and your money will manifest without you trying. So EXP numbers, look at this, $59.13 as of today. I just did this today. We have 4,700 agents in California. We're about to hit the 5,000 mark. EXPI stock is up by $1 from last week. We have over 36,000 agents nationwide. Estimates are showing that we're going to be right around 42,000 agents by the end of the year. EXP is like booming right now. You must be sleeping under a rock if you don't see this. But this is only going to intensify. The best and most talented agents are moving to EXP. Make sure you get in conversation with your friends in the business. Let them know about this immense opportunity. They can develop stock. They can develop revenue share. They can have technology at their fingertips. They can have 100 classes a week. And if you're part of this company, make sure you're using the tools, because if you're not using the tools, I mean, seriously, come on now. You got to use these things, because if you have these resources at your fingertips, you got no excuses. You got to be ultimately successful, but you got to get tuned in. You got to be intense, and you got to have the energy. Okay. Interest rates fluctuating anywhere from 2.5% to 3.5%. Obviously, depending on the program, depending on the rate, depending on the terms, but it's fluctuating anywhere around there. If you want to get on my calendar for any coaching, if you want to get on my calendar to, maybe you want to talk about EXP, maybe you have somebody in your life that is interested about learning about the company and wanted to hear some success stories, you can get on my calendar by texting calendar to that phone number there on the screen. Take a screenshot if you like. Go ahead and text that over and you'll get an automatic response with my calendar. My calendar is open to everyone in my organization. So if you want to have some of my time, just go ahead and time block that calendar and I'll show up and I'll see you there. The upcoming events, we have, the Breathwork Delta Flow Mondays. It's going to be awesome here in about 45 minutes. We got Role Play Tuesday and Thursday online, 8:30 to 9. We got a KV Core Mastermind on Wednesday. And also on Friday, we have an EXP introduction. This is designed for, people that you want to invite to help them to see the vision of the company. I do that very powerfully on Fridays for about 35 minutes, and I do Q&A at the end. So make sure you invite all your friends. And if you want a refresher of what's going on with the EXP, show up to that presentation on Friday as well. So what are you going to create? How many listings are you going to sign? How many open escrows are you going to have? How many closings are you going to have? How many agents are you going to attract to the company, right? Make sure you have a specific goal and don't worry about the how, because the how is secondary. The vision and the mission is first, all right? So who I am is the possibility of being connected and powerful. That is who I am going to be with myself, with my environment, with when I speak to people on the phone, when I send out emails, when I send a DM on Instagram, when I send a message on Facebook, when I create a post, I'm going to be connected and powerful, right? So I want you to look at this possibility, because you got to understand that words are magic. What you speak manifests. What you speak creates the world. Words create world. I can't say that enough. Like, seriously. If you don't understand how powerful words are, you got to get yourself like to that point where you understand how powerful words are. Especially the words that you say to yourself on a daily basis. What are you saying to yourself? What kind of dialogue are you having with yourself? What kind of dialogue are you having with other people? What are you telling them or other people about the experience of life? If you are talking like everything is not working out and you're focusing on all the negative, oh my God, your life is going to be on a decline. And seriously, please do not watch the news, because the news are full of negativity. I want to get my hair cut, this past weekend, and they had the news running in the background. And I honestly, I was in pain listening to the freaking garbage that was coming through that screen. I was like, are you kidding me? Is this what people are listening to all the freaking time? Do not listen to the news, because the things that are important, guess what? They're going to get to you, right? Those are the important things. You don't got to worry about those important things. You don't got to watch a screen to tell you what's important. You know damn well what's important for you. So you got to tune out of those screens. Like, oh my God. I was literally sitting in that chair. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm like, can you guys change the chat? Like, can you guys like shift it to something else? Words are magic. And this is why people are in panic. This is why people are in fear, because they watch garbage like that. So don't do that. And if you got people on your social media that are promoting stuff like that, get rid of them. Do not listen to that, because what happened with social media now, it's basically been hacked by the news. And now there's a ton of people out there that are all of a sudden news anchors, and they ain't even getting paid for it. And they're promoting negativity. So you got people that are negative, people that are not wishing you anything good in your life. Block them. We got a genius feature with our social media. Block them. You know, if you know people don't like you, or if you don't like them, block them. Get rid of that. Make sure, like I said, energy is very, very sacred. Conserve it, right? And make sure you are intense about it, because you got to stand guard. Like, hey, you know what? No. You know what? I'm not going to allow you to dump that trash in here. Don't allow people to do that. Don't allow these screens and all these stuff to do it. Please don't. And I just spent they changed the channel after like 10 minutes. I'm like, please, dude, like, can you put some music on, please? Like literally, like my cells in my body felt it. And that's because it's been 6 years that I started to condition myself, 6 years that I haven't watched the news. So I plugged into that. I'm like, massive amounts of programming. And you can only see that if you have some awareness. All right. So your focus today and every day, create your day, follow your plan, allow that to dictate your day. Keep yourself in an empowering state. Everything revolves around that, right? Energy. Increase your conversations, at least 30 conversations. You got to have at least 30 conversations a day. If you honestly are not at the rate where you want to be, you got to make sure you intensify and increase your conversations, because if you're not having the conversations, and also, are you talking to people? Hey, do you know anybody that wants to sell a house? Yeah, do not do that. Right? Hey, how you doing, man? What's up? What's going on? How's everything going with you? Dude, the market's on fire. Who do you know that wants to buy or sell right now? You know what? I just helped the family get into escrow. Oh my God, they're so happy. I just helped one of my clients sell. We got over 50 people show up. We got 15 offers on the table. You know, what kind of conversations are you having with people? Because if you're having 30 conversations like this, you're not going to get the business, right? So energy. Do 2 or more social media posts. Make sure you make them positive and magnetizing, so for people can contact you. Be an agent that's attracting business. Don't be a secret agent. That doesn't work in today's industry, in this marketplace, right? Digital door knocking, use KV Core, be empathetic. Make sure that you are a resource for other people. Get into their world. Listen more than you speak. Exercise, push-ups, jumping jacks. Make sure you do something physical. Get that energy flowing. Again, we're talking about energy, and how you create more energy is by walking. One of the things that I've been doing every single day is getting on the stairs. And for me, the stairs and I go outside and do the stairs. I love doing that because I have to be focused on my next step, every single step, every single step, every single step, every single step. And I'm drenched in sweat at the end of my exercise, but guess what? I feel good. I come on in, I feel satisfied. And then I can breathe. And then the next thing I will tell you to do is meditate. You know, meditation is how you're going to be able to create the awareness in your life, because if you're not able to see that there's so much junk, and like if you watch the news and you're not irked, if your body doesn't feel that, it's because you're already conditioned with the negativity and you don't even feel it. You're so desensitized, you're so numb that you don't feel it. And how you're going to create awareness is by sitting down and getting quiet and listening in. You know what? The universe, God is trying to contact you. He's sending you beautiful messages. But if you don't have the receptors open and awareness open for that, then you're not going to hear it, right? Most of the time, you're not like living the life of your dreams is because you're not listening to this guidance that's coming to you. But if you sit there, initially, you're going to hear a bunch of garbage. You're going to hear a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming through. But just sit and listen. Sit and listen. Sit for 10. You say 10 minutes, sit down. That's it. Don't move. Have your eyes closed. And eventually that noise is going to start to settle. And then eventually you're going to start to create some awareness. And then once you start to create some awareness and you start to listen, and you're like, oh my God, I'm open. Boom. You get this brilliant idea that turned into $1 million opportunity. That's how that works. Cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Whether you're listening to this live, whether you're listening to this, on the replay, thank you so much for listening. If you like what you had to hear, please share it with your friends. I will be bringing that energy with this weekly market update next Monday. So I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.